brother David. I'd like to start off. I'd like to start off by thanking everyone for coming tonight to celebrate this amazing day, especially those who came from out of town. I know we have people all the way from New Mexico and Arizona, so it really just shows how far people are willing to drive for an open bar. Jess, unfortunately, I didn't prepare a song like I know you wanted so badly, so I guess a speech will just have to do. When I asked Jess a few days ago, what are you most looking forward to being married? Like, what gets you really psyched up? And she told me that the best part is going to be having a last name that people can actually spell for once. Having an amazing little brother was a close second. It's kind of a strange feeling now, having a big sister officially, even though she's been calling me her little brother for like a year and a half now. I guess you were in that right when you start coming on family vacations, or else, she thinks you're in that right. Plus, we kind of fight like brother and sister when we play board games against each other. If you guys take away one thing from this speech, let it be this: do not play Catan against these two. They will gang up on you and then deny ever doing so. I've been a victim of this many, many times. Don't listen to them. It happens. I know I always like to joke around when you used to call me your little brother and tell people, no, I don't have a big sister. I don't know what she's talking about. But the truth is, I really thought of you as my big sister for a long time now, and I think I speak for my whole family when I say we couldn't be happier to finally have you as a whole, officially. Aww. But that doesn't give you the right to shotgun for eternity when three of us are in the car like And now, on to the man of the hour, the handsome groom. In case you didn't know, I am Michael's younger brother, although you wouldn't guess that if you went out to dinner with us, as he's usually the only one that gets ID'd. We keep telling him that eventually he'll like it when people say he looks young, but it's been a while now and he still kind of hates it. He especially didn't like it a few years ago when a flight attendant asked him if he was old enough to sit next to the emergency exit. You have to be like 15 to do that. When I first sat down to write my speech, I didn't really know where to start. I tried to think of a story that would show everyone exactly the kind of guy Michael is, but I was really having a tough time. So I decided we're just going to start at the beginning and kind of work our way through. I first met Michael when I was a couple of hours old. That day was kind of a whirlwind for me because I had a lot going on, so I don't remember much. But he did bring me my first teddy bear that day, so right away I knew it was pretty cool. It's that kind of generosity that stayed with Michael his whole life, and it's one of my favorite qualities about him. He's the kind of guy that gave you the shirt off his back if you needed it, and never asked in anything in return. Unlike most brothers, Michael and I never really fought much or anything like that growing up, except for the occasional plastic golf club to the head, of course. I'd ask him if he remembers, but I think the concussions I gave him wiped his memory. Luckily, we were able to capture that magic on video. As we grew up, I was always trying to be like Michael, just your typical little brother trying to copy his older brother. Even now, I try to model myself after him. So much so that I decided to copy his outfit today. We did a lot of stuff that typical brothers do. Played a lot of sports, a lot of video games. I can't even tell you the amount of hours we logged on MVP Baseball and James Bond Nightfire, just like uncountable. Of course, with everything we did, it was always a competition. Whether it was a video game, a home run derby, or hockey in the basement, we were always competitive. We laugh now about how competitive we used to be, but I laugh louder and a little better than he does. We did a lot together when we were younger into our teens, and we were always close, but it was really during our college years that we became, as corny as it sounds, more like best friends. Maybe it was the fact that we were getting more mature, or maybe it's just the fact that it's easier to bond with someone once you start drinking together. When Michael first introduced me to Jess, my first thought was, wow, someone was desperate enough to settle for Michael. I also knew that from that point on, I would always be a third wheel. Understandable, since Michael had a new, more important, better-looking priority. But Michael never treated me like a third wheel. It's always meant so much to me that he's developed deeper relationships with his friends and, of course, with Jess. He always looks out for and includes his younger brother, just like he has our whole lives. And I think that maybe most of all, speaks to the kind of brother he is. I could really go on and talk all night about the things that, all the things that make Michael such a great guy and a great brother. Probably keep you here all week, honestly, but I know they have a flight to catch tomorrow, so we won't do that. And also because I know that no one can go to the bar until I'm done talking. My title tonight might be Best Man, but really, Michael's the best man that I know. He truly is the best brother that anyone could ask for, and I feel so lucky to have grown up with someone like him. He's always supported me in everything I've done, and I have no doubt that he'll be an incredibly supportive husband for Jess. It makes me happier than I can even put into words seeing you guys up here, together, married now. They say marriage isn't about finding someone you can live with, but it's about finding someone that you can't live without. And I hope that you guys never have to spend a day without each other. Now will you all join me once again in raising our glass.